15 Things You Didn't Know About SKODA. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by alux.com. Today we're revealing some interesting and surprising facts about SKODA, a Czech automobile manufacturer that has been in operation for an incredible 122 years. SKODA Auto was founded in 1895 as Lauren and Clement, a company named after the founders, Václav Klement and Václav Lauren. They started as a bicycle manufacturer and then moved into motorcycles and automobiles. Their first vehicle model, the Voiturette A, was released in 1905 and was a great success. In 1925, the Lauren and Clement company was acquired by SKODA Works, one of the largest industrial enterprises in Europe. After World War II, SKODA became part of the communist planned economy, and they built a great reputation through a series of popular cars. The fall of communism in Czechoslovakia allowed the SKODA company to be privatized once again, and Volkswagen was chosen by the Czech government to buy 30% of the company in 1991, and by 1995 they owned 70%. Under the ownership of the Volkswagen Group, SKODA increased its production, reliability, and quality, and improved its reputation. Based in Mladá Boleslav in the Czech Republic, SKODA is now an 8-car brand made up of the Citigo, Fabia, Rapid, Rapid Spaceback, Octavia, Superb, Yeti, and Kodiaq models. We are inspired by SKODA's long history, ambitious goals, creative spirit, and willingness to evolve. So, let's learn even more about this Czech company with these 15 facts you didn't know about SKODA. Number 1. The SKODA company was founded because of an insult. As mentioned earlier, the SKODA company started out as a bike manufacturing company, and its origins can be traced back to an insult. In 1894, Václav Klement could not find spare parts for his German bicycle, so he returned his bike to the German manufacturer with a letter written in Czech asking them to carry out the repairs. He received a reply in German that said, "If you would like an answer to your inquiry, you should try writing in a language we understand." Clement was insulted by the reply, and then decided to start his own bicycle repair shop along with Václav Lauren. This company would eventually become SKODA. Number 2. SKODA was Austria-Hungary's official weapons supplier. Once SKODA had established an efficient production process, they became the official supplier of weapons to the Austro-Hungarian Empire in 1899. They produced heavy guns for the Navy, mounted guns, and machine guns. By 1917, they had nearly 35,000 people working at their factory. Their weapons manufacturing continued through World War II. Number 3. SKODA holds the record for longest main sponsorship of a sporting world championship. In May 2017, SKODA achieved a record for the longest main sponsorship of a sporting world championship when they sponsored the World Ice Hockey Championships for the 25th year in a row. Number 4. SKODA was the first motorcycle factory in Central Europe. In 1898, Václav Klement and Václav Lauren bought a motorcyclette, which was powered by an engine mounted on the handlebars. When Lauren lost a front tooth in an accident, the pair decided to invent a safer machine with its structure around the engine. They introduced the Slavia motorcycle in 1899, and the company became the first motorcycle factory in Central Europe. They exported 150 of the machines to London and were credited by the press as the makers of the first motorcycle. Number 5. SKODA also produced locomotives, ships, aircraft, and more. After World War II, SKODA expanded its production into various markets, in addition to passenger vehicles. In this time, they produced steam locomotives, freight vehicles, aircraft, ships, machine tools, steam turbines, and more. Number 6. SKODA plans to produce more than 1 million cars a year. SKODA has been steadily increasing its production numbers ever since it was purchased by Volkswagen in 1991. In 2014, SKODA produced more than 1 million vehicles in a calendar year for the first time, and their growth strategy involves hitting that million vehicle mark every year as a minimum. They are on course for a record-making production year in 2017, as they have already produced 1 million vehicles as of the end of October. Number 7. The brand introduced its first all-electric concept in 2017. The Volkswagen Group has announced that it plans to make its entire lineup electric by 2030, and one example that shows that SKODA is ready to take on the challenge is the Vision E concept car that was introduced at the 2017 Frankfurt Motor Show. The Vision E is Skoda's first all-electric concept, and its 2 electric motors and 306 horsepower make a top speed of 112 miles per hour possible. It can travel up to 310 miles on a single charge. This is also Skoda's first concept to offer Level 3 autonomy, which means that the car is capable of driving itself except in dangerous situations. Skoda plans to offer 5 purely electric-powered cars in its range by 2025. Number 8. Champion cyclist Bradley Wiggins is Skoda's UK brand ambassador. In 2017, Skoda chose 5-time Olympic champion and Tour de France winning cyclist Bradley Wiggins to represent the brand in the UK. Skoda's representative said Wiggins is the perfect fit for Skoda as the brand shifts gears because he's just a normal bloke. He'll be representing the brand for the next 3 years under his current contract. Number 9. Its name means too bad in Czech. Although Skoda was named after Emil Skoda, who first branded the military equipment manufactured by the company with his name, the translation of Skoda in the founder's native Czech language isn't the best for a car brand. Skoda with a capital S means too bad in Czech, which is not great, but it gets even worse when Skoda is written with a lowercase s. Then it means damage, harm, detriment, and injury in Czech. Number 10. Volkswagen said it would be suicide to bring Skoda to North America. In 1959, Skoda exported its first and only car model to the United States. The Skoda Felicia was such a failure in the U.S. market that Skoda has not imported any cars to the U.S. for retail sale since. At the end of 2016, when Skoda was reportedly toying with the idea of entering the North American market again, a Volkswagen executive quickly announced it was not going to happen. The senior VW chairman said, "We may be crazy, but we're not mad. Entering this huge market with an unknown brand, a model range focused on Europe, and a non-existent dealer network is pure suicide." If you want to learn some more interesting facts about the Volkswagen Group, click in the upper right-hand corner to check out our video of 15 things you didn't know about Volkswagen. Number 11. The Skoda factory was bombed in World War II. Like many other production plants in the occupied areas of Europe during World War II, the Skoda factory was forced to serve the Nazi war effort by producing components for military terrain vehicles, military planes, and other weapons components. This made the factory a primary target for Allied forces, and it was repeatedly bombed by UK and US air forces between 1940 and 1945. A final blow was dealt in April of 1945 with an air raid that resulted in almost complete destruction of the factory and almost 1,000 dead and injured. Number 12. The logo is full of symbolism. In 1923, 2 different trademarks were redesigned for what would become the Skoda company. The first was a winged arrow pointing to the right with 5 feathers in a circle, and the second was a similar winged arrow with only 3 feathers. The 3 feathers option became the chosen logo, and it still remains Skoda's logo today. The Skoda text was added to the logo in 1936. And that logo is full of symbolism, as the arrows represent speed, the wings symbolize progress and freedom, and the circle represents unity, completeness, and harmony. Number 13. Skoda was banned from using the Monte Carlo name in India. The Monte Carlo name is used by Skoda on some of its cars to pay homage to their Monte Carlo racing tradition, and the car company pays the monarchy of Monaco for the rights to use its famous city's name. However, after using the name on a new version of the Skoda Rapid in India, they were taken to court in 2017 for copyright infringement by an Indian clothing manufacturer who owns the rights to the Monte Carlo name in India. The court ruled against Skoda, and they were banned from using the Monte Carlo name in India. They rebranded the Rapid Monte Carlo to the Rapid Edition X. Number 14. In 2017, Skoda produced its 20 millionth vehicle. From 1905 to 1991, Skoda produced 5 million vehicles. By 2006, they had reached the 10 million vehicle milestone, and about 10 years later, in 2017, they doubled that number to a total of 20 million vehicles produced in the history of the company. The 20 millionth car was a Skoda Karoq that rolled off the production line on September 26, 2017. Number 15. It cost over $650,000 to make the Skoda cake commercial. Skoda launched a unique ad campaign in 2007 called Cake to promote the second-generation Fabia Super Mini car in the United Kingdom. The 60-second commercial shows a number of bakers working to create components of what the viewer eventually finds out is a life-sized cake version of the SKODA Fabia Super Mini. The commercial is set to "Favorite Things," sung by Julie Andrews, and the tagline says, "The new Fabia, full of lovely stuff." The commercial was deemed a success as it attracted a lot of attention to the brand and even won a number of awards. The commercial cost over $650,000 to make, and the cake was meant to be donated to charities and hospitals, but was no longer fit for consumption at the end of filming. Instead, it was donated to the East London Community Recycling Project for compost. Before they were acquired by VW, SKODA was known by many as the laughingstock of the automobile industry. But maybe not anymore. Now that you've learned more about SKODA, do you think they have successfully overcome their past reputation? Let us know what you think in the comments. Still here? Here's a bonus fact just for you. The SKODA Octavia was the first model the company introduced after it was taken over by Volkswagen. It is now the best-selling car in SKODA's history, with around 6 million produced. The next most popular car is the Fabia, with 4 million produced, followed by the Felicia and Superb, with about 1 million sold each. Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an A-Luxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.